Yep, we're back. Welcome to the 2016 season of the New England Fantasy Football League. I apologize for the delay, but here we are. We are officially good to go and kicking off the 2016 season. Before I begin, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. A couple of small details to work out and announcements to make, but first things first, congratulations to Joe Zacular, the owner of the Zac Daddies, our 2015 champion. Joe repeated back-to-back titles, 2014 and 2015. He also finished in third place in our first year in 2013, making him the only owner to finish in the money the first 3 years of the league. At the end of last season, my team fucking sucked, and I was pretty busy outside of the league, which is no excuse. However, there was no real announcement or celebration of Joe's victory, and for that I apologize. So let me say congratulations to Joe for fucking smoking everyone yet again, and I wish all of your 2016 roster ACL tears so you can feel the pain that we have all felt while watching you beat us up. Another small announcement. Congratulations to Rhett Huff, the owner of Bud Kilmer's Coyotes, and congratulations to me as well. Both of our wives are pregnant and due in December, so congrats to us on the sex. Moving on to this season, you will find accompanying this post the 2016 draft kit, which is just a fancy way of saying I finally did the draft order and shuffled everybody's picks around based on all the trades from last year. So you'll find the 2015 trade history. You'll find the draft order for this year, complete with all of the pick swaps. There's a tab for total picks per owner, per team. And then there's also some really rudimentary tabs where I copied and pasted the final ranks for stats for last year, which I used for keeper values for any player that was not drafted in 2015. The keeper values for each player have been updated on the site, so you can trust that you can go in and look at your team as well as everybody else's, and they should all be correct. Which brings me to the most important point of this entire video. Please go through, review the trade history, review your picks that you lost or that you gained, and double check me and make sure that everything is correct. If you don't do this and something's wrong, you're either going to get screwed for a pick or a player, or you're going to get something that doesn't belong to you. And if you end up using a pick that I gave you by accident or that I forgot to take away, both of us are going to look like assholes, and it's going to force me to take some type of corrective action and fix something that is difficult to fix. For the draft itself, I'd like to use the same date that we used last year, which was Labor Day evening. That's a Monday in September. I can't even tell you the date. You can look it up on a calendar. Probably sometime 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. I think that's a pretty good way to guarantee that most people are home from whatever they've been doing for the 3-day weekend. Most people should be off from work that night. If there is some pushback on that, or anybody who absolutely can't make that date, please post it in the comments and we can try to evaluate another date. I can post a poll for some alternate dates, but that's what I'm leaning towards now. The keepers themselves will be locked 1 week prior to the draft, which for now will be a week prior to Labor Day. I will confirm that and post a message once we all agree that that is the draft date that works for everybody. I'm also revising the Constitution for a couple small items in the next week or so, and I'll post the revision once it's done. The only thing I think that will really impact people's gameplay is that there will be no longer 2 IR slots per roster. There's only going to be 1, and you're only going to be able to place players in that slot that are actually designated for injured reserve. So there will be no more posting and me having to shuffle people in and out of that spot because they're out or doubtful or not playing. I think that's just much simpler for everybody. That was a real hassle for me, and it kind of just encouraged people to hoard players, which I don't particularly care for. I believe that is all that I have. If I've forgotten anything, I will post it in the comments. I'll post a link along with this video to the Google Drive folder with everything that you need. I'm also going to post a PDF and an Excel spreadsheet of the draft information. Last year I just did a PDF, so that'll serve as the official version, as no one should be able to edit it. But I'll also post the Excel if you want to grab it and do what you will with it in terms of editing or moving stuff around. So welcome back, everybody. I apologize that it took me this long to post this up and get us all squared away, but I'm very fucking excited. I assume that you are too, and kickoff is just around the corner. So good luck.